All right, guys, it is the 2023 Toy Room Tour. We probably can't call it the Toy Room anymore. I think we've got to call it, I don't know, I'm so used to saying the Cave, but as you'll see in a minute, it's turned into a living room. Let's take a look. You've seen all this, so I'm not going to spend too much time on each. Ghostbusters section, tons and tons of Ghostbuster goodness. Man, those shelves are dusty. We continue on with the Ghostbusters. Fearsome Flush in the house. We continue on with the Ghostbusters, and then the lowly old American Gladiators figures sit at the bottom of the shelf. That corn little figure set I think I gotta take to work. Anyway, shelf number 2. So that's in the corner of the room. Oh yeah, we cannot forget the Hulk Hogan light switch plate cover. And this awesome, nobody remembers this, the McDonald's 1 million. This is an actual album that you could play. You know, the Big Mac McDLT, a quarter pounder with some cheese, that whole thing, that whole promo. I don't know where I got that, I don't remember, but it's awesome. I love it. Next shelf, again, when I remodeled the room, everything just kind of got jammed together. So, you know, there's not a lot of stuff that makes sense where it is. You know, Cradle Caddy on top of Talking Elf, but that's okay. We got all those Air Jammer cars. We got Dylan and Brandon Walsh, Talking Michelle somewhere in the back there. My NFL Cowboys huddle. Pee-wee. We got the Rambo section. We got the Karate Kid section mixed in with the Knight Rider and the A-Team. We got the Dukes section, still missing a couple of Dukes figures. And we have 2 shelves dedicated to one of my favorite television shows, Dallas. There we go. Next up again, just a hodgepodge of stuff. As you can see, stuff just jammed everywhere. We had to do this in order to make the living room set. The McDonald's section, tons of fun McDonald's things in here. These things I love. This is actual packaging from the 80s. I love it. I got a Big Mac package there too. My only Turtles figures, like series 1 and 2. That's pretty much it. That's all I care about. Little PVC figures. That Garfield lunch pail I actually had when I was 8. There's a picture of me getting off the school bus carrying that. The Chuck Norris Karate Commando shelf. A couple other fun items. Stuff that starting lineup talking baseball game in there. A couple of Cowboys figures. My sit and spin, sit and puke. Dukes of Hazzard Barnbuster sets. That's one of my you know, grail sets there. Just an awesome item. And you know, unfortunately, the old days of the room, stuff was really shown. It was really showcased. But in order to do what I wanted to do, I had to put stuff, you know, out of view. You know, like that Barnbuster set, I would have sitting upright where you could see the front of the box and you could just enjoy it. But this way, you know, now maybe I can take stuff off the shelf and look at it and enjoy it. My friend Snoopy bowling set was another grail of mine. Just some extra fun stuff. Here's like kind of like the horror stuff. I got some fun stuff tucked up in there. A Big K Kmart hat. Rub-a-dub pup. Just lots of fun horror stuff. The NECAs. Actual Camp Crystal Lake water from when I went on the Camp Crystal Lake tour. They gave you these little cups and you could go and get Crystal Lake water. And I think that's like probably the coolest thing in the world right there. You know, video game section, I guess. All of the Atari games. This is such a blast back to childhood, is this. These Atari books. They really only held like 8 games, but they're so awesome. That is two layers of Nintendo games, and then there's way more upstairs But this is the best I could do. At one point, the Nintendo games took up an entire shelf. Like, this was all Nintendo. In fact, it was two. Back in the day, these two shelves here were all Nintendo games. And I was just like, you know, it's nice, but it's just taking up too much space. You know, we got some Care Bears. We got an original Toys R Us shopping basket there. I love that. This is my 80s stuff shelf. So this is all non-toy stuff, just fun 80s products. The Fry Daddy. I have a million alarm clocks. I have a million telephones. My VCR Plus, I love. My Kodak disc camera. The 2 Tupperware containers you know you had in your fridge. The Sports Illustrated football phone. And just more. I actually bought that. You know, it's like from eBay. Just a, you know, a Head and Shoulders tube from 1983. The Clapper. We got a Walkman. I actually don't need that clock anymore because I have a better one. A couple Trapper Keepers. Those are not original 80s Trapper Keepers. Those are Walmart put out Trapper Keepers a few years ago, and I grabbed them. That TV used to be the TV in this room. When I had the other set, the other living room set, I can't get rid of it. It's just too good. I can't get rid of it. It has to stay there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'd like to set it up again and hook the Atari up to it, but it can't go anywhere. End table number 1. Well, let's just do a shot of the living room set. You guys have seen it. You guys have seen the living room set. We've got end table number 1. We've got the Radio Shack, cordless telephone, AM, FM, digital clock radio plugged in. You know, the phone is obviously not plugged in, but oh, hello. 1-900 the Corys. We'll call Corey Haim. I got to get that lamp plugged in. We got my J.R. Ewing statue there. We got an LJN custom of yours truly. We got the fur skin bear sitting on the rug. We got the couch. Let's show you the wall. Up here we got some lunch boxes. The wall behind the couch. All the good stuff. Hung up that beautiful Masters of the Universe poster that somebody sent me. Awesome. Here's the other end table. We've got another clock. We've got the phone and the answering machine. We have the couch with Grandma's blanket on it. We will get a slip cover for it. It will be an ugly slip cover. I'm trying to find the ugliest slip cover I can find. Coffee table. Now, I know I said I'm not remodeling this room anymore, but this coffee table's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's okay. We're going to keep it for now because it's got a lot of storage. It's got a lot of cubbies. You know, I can put the magazines down there. You know, more picture books. And down in here, I put some catalogs and some other magazine and a box of photos. So these doilies I got to get rid of. Not get rid of. I got to find use for them. You know, we got the TV Guide, my favorite cable box in the world. Right here. That's the cable box I had in my room when I was 10 or 8. This is obviously, I'll go to the couch. This is obviously my favorite part of the room. Now the television is not set up the way it's going to be. Don't worry. I got to clean this set top up a little bit. I got to rearrange some stuff, put some stuff where I want it to go, and you know, kind of clean it up a little. It's a little jumbled and disorganized. But we got the Zenith System 3. We have the VHS section. I'm probably going to get a smaller. I need more VHS storage, so we got to figure out something because I got, you know, more VHS tapes to put up. So we got to figure out another way to get some tapes put up. We have Wrestling Corner here, all wrestling stuff. You've seen this. When I condensed all my wrestling stuff, it kind of blew my mind a little that there was so much. And when it all comes together like this, I just think it looks so cool to have all of this stuff, Yes, I know, the lunch boxes I promised people. To have all this stuff in one section of the room, it's like visually overwhelming, especially this top section. It's just crazy how much there is, or how it all looks when it's together. The famous wall, the famous backdrop of many of the shows, the LJN wall, and I had so much wall space, I just put up everything carded that I had. Everything carded that I had is all there, crammed in. And then it even started to leak over here with my spooky sparklers. G.I. Joe section, love it. Love the Joe section. We're halfway through 1986 with figures, so once we get going again, we got plenty of room to modify some shelves and get stuff up there. I put this chair here. We're gonna call this kind of like the reading area, and when I do the LJN show, I'll sit here. Got my TV guide. I don't know if the TV guides are gonna stay there. You know, my creative notebook. Got some wrestling magazines down there and down there also. Under here is a Sega Genesis that I probably will hook up on that old Zenith Space Command and just play it on that. I don't know. We walled off we curtained off the sump pump room. Here's another look of the living room set. I got to get some more paper and cover up that spot on the wall there where the where the couch doesn't cover the wall, because I want it to all look paneled. But there we have the set and the room. You know, this is a box of DVD wrestling with the past material here. That's all of 85 and I think 86 in here, so I got to find a place to just get it out of the way. But other than that, the floor is picked up. We'll put that's like last scraps of nails and stuff that I've been using. Somebody asked me, where's Pee-wee? Pee-wee's over there. Pee-wee is there. So that's it. I never really showed you guys. Got a Wrestle War arcade header up there. Kids and I took a picture in front of went back to my childhood home and took a picture. The neighbors let me take a picture. I know, it's crazy. What else? What have you not seen? The ceiling? I don't know, the LJN posters on the ceiling. You've seen those. That's that. That's, I think I did show you that. I did. I showed you this when I met Paul Orndorff and bought him lunch, or bought him dinner. He wrote me this autograph, said, "Thanks for dinner." Late, great Paul Orndorff. So there we have it. I feel like it is like 97% complete. I just have to pick up the floor a little bit, figure out what to do with that box so there's not just sitting there. Get those lunch boxes shipped out by Christmas of 2028. Get a slip cover on the couch, and we're done. Get some more doilies on that coffee table, or end table there, and we're done. So this is the cave, the rumpus room, the living room. I don't know, but this is going to be the view without that tripod in the way. Oh, as I sit and I just watch the glorious Zenith System 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. Final remodel of the room. The remodel is over. I will not do this again. It is quite an undertaking. But, and I also have no more room. So I cannot collect, you know, there's just nothing I can, like I could, you know, maybe get one or two. I think I don't have like UK Barry Windham or something. I could get him, obviously, and plenty of room for him. But if I was to, you know, get something large, I have no place to put it. I have no place to put it. There is, there's nothing. There's no room. There's no, like I got this gremlin figure and I had to put it there with the PVCs and he barely fits. Like I don't even have room for a PVC. Now, let's not get crazy, but if I ever did say, well, I'm going to collect again, I obviously have room for about 6 more bookshelves. So I could theoretically collect again. But I won't, because sometimes you just have to get to a point where you stop and enjoy. All right. All of the XOX customs are down there. If you have not, well, if you've been watching the channel, you certainly know about XOX and my friend Net. Those are legitimate professional custom figures, not some of the customs that we see nowadays. In fact, and I hope that this person doesn't watch the channel, but there's a custom of Razor Ramon that's all over eBay, and it is literally a painted Cowboy Bob Orton. They just paint the vest purple. They paint the trunks purple. They paint the hair. They paint on a really weird looking beard, and they like put like a really weird like cigar sized toothpick in their mouth. And that's Razor Ramon. No, that's not Razor Ramon, folks. That's a kindergarten custom. That's Razor Ramon. That's Razor Ramon. Okay? XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy. You get your real customs. Okay. That is all, folks. Hope you enjoyed. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a real custom. Oh, look at that. The beautiful LJN New 80s Revolution. A prized possession. We're done. Now we get to just enjoy the room. Vintage Horror Night returns soon. All the other fun stuff. We'll see y'all later. Good night now.